Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to our channel. I'm Batgirljamie,
I'm Joshua Danger.
and this is Dead
Episodic
Vision
breakdown.
Entertainment.
I was going to say episodic breakdown on Dead
This is
Vision
the episodic
Entertainment.
breakdown of Hulu's
Hulu original show, episode 5 and 6.
Monsterland 5 and 6. But first, we got a few little things we want to tell you. We want to announce our contest, and there's a video up on our channel telling all about it, the updated information about our contest. It's basically 500 subscribers here and 50 followers on our Twitch. Our Twitch is linked in the description if you want to follow that. And if the contest is prizes announced there and all that, so go check that out. And I got a podcast up, and it's Get Batty with Batgirljamie, and it's over on all places that podcasts go: Apple, Spotify, and all them places. So just go to Spotify and search for Get Batty with Batgirljamie, and you can listen to my podcast. And we also, I think he's got music.
Yes, my band name is actually called The Black Channel, and I have music pretty much on every platform, minus Google Play and YouTube so far. So keep a lookout for more.
And don't forget to check out our separate channels. Mine's Batgirljamie, and his is
JoshuaDangerExp.
Yep. And we also do LiveMe, and our LiveMe names are mine's Batgirl, YT Batgirljamie with the broken heart emoji, and his is JoshuaDangerExp, I think.
I think it's something like that. Yep.
So if you, and what else? There's something else. We did our podcast. Oh. And if you want to know when we go live on our Twitch, it's always linked in the description with a link for our Twitch. And follow us on Discord. We have a Dead Vision Discord, and if you're a Juggalo or Juggalette and you want to talk about all things Juggalo or Juggalette related, we do have a Juggalo YouTubers Twitch for y'all. I mean Discord. So follow us on Discord and our store, and we have new merch on our store for our Twitch, and we have all of our social media on our website. So if you want to follow us on any social media, go there to our website, and you'll see our social media link for a page with all of our social media, so you can find us. Now we're going to get into this episodic breakdown. Thank you for listening to our little blurb about that. And if you go follow us on any of our other social media, we thank you. And Joshua, and here is Joshua Danger to start us out with this first episode.
Okay. Well, first thing that caught me off guard was, it's a lesbian episode.
Yeah.
With a debate.
But it's got the girl who was on Orange. It's got the main girl that was on Orange Is the New Black as the second, as the blonde.
Are you talking about the blonde-haired girl, or are you talking about the
blonde? She was the main girl on Orange Is the New Black.
I thought so. I was like, I thought she looked familiar, even though I've only watched like a few episodes of that show.
I never watched the last season.
The first season.
I'll admit I never watched the last season. And we are taking requests for next show we watch, by the way.
Actually, I don't think we are, because I think we're actually doing The Mandalorian season 2.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do The Mandalorian season 2 after this. But there are just 2 lesbians in the show, and what happens with the lesbians?
Well, they started off with a heated debate in a classroom or something of that nature, which this whole episode kind of had me kind of back and forth, because it kept on going back and forth between the present time and like 15 years before, 15 or brief periods of time between each of the characters, which I gotta say, I was like, I'm actually kind of a fan of this show.
I am too.
Especially that episode, which I've actually got to say, my gaydar was actually going off as soon as I saw that debate. And I was like, Those two are lesbos, and I fucking love it.
Then you see them and it's in a real early stage of the relationship in 6 months,
Yeah.
and the girl, the blonde one that was on Orange Is the New Black, she tries to break up with her girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because she says she's crazy and she's got type 1 bipolar.
Hey, what's up, Mark Taylor, my buddy? How you doing, my friend? But I gotta say, so far, that episode actually kept me really, really close to my guns because I actually did want to see what was happening with that. So far, that episode. Ooh.
Yeah, I do.
But also, actually, you forgot the main part because they were celebrating their 15-year anniversary or something at the bar, and basically they got drunk at the bar celebrating their 15th or 16th anniversary. I can't remember which one it was, but I thought honestly that was actually kind of dope.
Yep.
Then it goes back to their struggles from the first year that they were together. And I was just like, man, this episode's not going to end well.
The episode's really fucked up, just to say the least.
I think everything on this show, like every episode, has had their own brief period of fucked upness.
But the thing
I've actually got to say, I'm like,
the thing I got to say about this episode, this show is every episode. Thanks for coming in, Mark Taylor. Every episode has something really fucked up. You gotta mute that sound.
I'm not the one doing anything. What sound are you talking about?
The feedback. We got feedback because you got something playing.
I don't have anything playing. Only thing I've got going is my fan up above.
No, you got the stream going somewhere and it's playing.
No, I shouldn't. Because I thought I had it turned.
They have it muted. I just have it muted so I can see the chat.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay.
I do have it muted.
So basically, every episode has this like open ending. Like you never really know what the complete end of it is.
Yeah.
So be prepared for that kind of a storyline when you watch this show if you decide to watch it.
So I would highly recommend this, Mark Taylor, to you because
if you have Hulu.
But if you don't, we've also got tons of other things that we actually do recommend.
We got bunches of episodic breakdowns that you can watch of it so you can see. So you can listen to our stories if you want to know what happened.
Okay.
Also,
okay, I think we're getting a little off track from the episode.
Then they decide that she's been doing good on her medicine for a while, so she decides to the blonde one decides to cut down at work and cut off her medicine and get pregnant.
Yeah, which. Actually, wasn't that later in the episode? Well,
not that later in the episode. Only like a few years. Skips ahead a few years. This episode skips around a lot.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of like leaping around, but if you're telling a story, doing it,
it kind of confuses you because they skip around a lot.
Yeah, that's one thing I can actually say about this show or this episode. Actually.
Then they have the baby, but they don't really ever show the kid until towards the end.
Yeah, which, like I said, I thought that was actually kind of a cool ending, actually. But if you don't know anything about this show, it's actually based off of a book series that I actually found on Audible.
Basically, so then they have this baby, and then they end up sending their kid away to boarding school. So they're celebrating something, and they drink a bunch of wine, and then it comes to they go to bed.
Yeah, actually, I think they have more than just a makeout session.
There's no real sex in it, though.
In the next episode, there's definitely sex.
Okay, we're not talking about. Okay, then they then they have a fight, and they talk about how why did she send their kid away, and then she said because something about her trying to commit suicide a bunch of times that year.
Yeah.
So the one sent their kid away, and then she goes and gets in the bathtub while the other one's sleeping and tries to commit suicide. The other one wakes up and finds her in there and just leaves her there and starts cleaning up the wine that she spilled earlier, and then the blonde spilled earlier in the night.
Yeah. But.
And then what happens after that, Josh?
Then, if I remember right,
she comes out of the bath.
Huh? Oh, yeah. She comes out of the bath, not remembering
anything.
Not remembering anything.
She's her wife. That's the only thing she remembers is that one was her wife.
I've actually got to say, I'm like, that was a little bit disturbing.
Her cuts were gross looking as hell.
Yeah, of course.
The bathtub was like full of water, and she's like, "What happened in there?" She said it. She told her that the bath was rust.
Oh, definitely. Oh shit! Did I send this out to
Alex and Evan?
Alex, yeah, that's what I was just thinking. Oh, come on, hurry up! But next thing after that, I'm just like, God, what happened next? I'm like,
then they're sitting there. Then she's sitting there in the living room, and her hair's starting to fall out.
Yeah. Well, actually, go back a little bit before that, because she actually starts dazing off. Kind of like you were last night on Twitch, but sitting in the dining room and working on her scrapbook.
Oh, yeah, the one girl goes to work, and then the blonde girl stays home and is working on her scrapbook.
Yeah, definitely, which I gotta say, that was a little bit fucked up. Then she comes home after
Then next thing you know, she's sitting in the living room and her hair's falling out. So she puts a hat on her head, and she keeps insisting she wants to. She's all fucked up, and she keeps insisting she wants to go outside, and her girlfriend won't let her. Then they're eating dinner, and they're eating spaghetti, and they're talking about cream sauce or red sauce.
They're debating on cream sauce or red sauce.
And the other girl looks down.
I gotta say, I'm a huge fan of red sauce, but
what
about it?
But when she looks down, what happens when the blonde girl looks down?
When the blonde girl looks down, her eye falls out of her head. Which I've got to say, this episode kind of reminded me of the
she tries to dance. Yeah, she tries to play. Before that, she tries to play music and she screams.
Yes.
It's like screaming at her ears.
I've actually got to say, like, watching this episode actually kind of reminded me of watching ICP's video for Falling Apart, because you literally got to see this.
But then she rushes her upstairs and tells her to stay there.
Yeah. Because the neighbor came by because she heard a shriek, and it's like, I'm going to fucking murder this person.
She screamed because of the music being too loud.
Yeah. But all in all, I got to say, yeah, it's definitely an interesting.
So then she takes her upstairs and finds an eye patch and puts an eye patch over her eye.
No, she puts an eye patch on her eye before she goes and answers the door for the neighbor.
She shoves her up in the daughter's bedroom.
And she finds out, then as soon as she goes back up there to find her, she's literally lying underneath the bed.
She's like hiding under the bed, and then the daughter comes home early.
Yeah, I was just like,
and then they can't find the mom, and then it's over. That is basically over. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's actually the end. And I'm like, what? What? Where's the rest of it?
Like, then the one mother and daughter actually have. Basically, we're sitting there having a debate, and she basically starts crying because she actually looks at her, and it reminds her of, obviously, the blonde.
That's falling apart.
Part.
And then that was basically the end of it. And then that was
just
it.
to let you guys know, I'm actually going to start listening to the audiobook I downloaded from Audible. Or is it Audible?
It's not free, though.
I had a whole shit ton of credits, which I basically just bought the book with one
What'd
credit.
you do? Get another free trial?
I think I've been paying for it ever since I pay for my monthly on it. I think they give you they keep giving you months of it.
No, they don't. You got to pay for that. It's $15 a month.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
You must have got a free trial of it. Just go cancel it after you get your 2 things. That's all you do is you get a free trial of. What's the name of the book series?
Hold on, I'm actually digging it up right now. North American Lake Monsters by Nathan Bellengrud.
All right, now the second episode starts out with an Asian guy going out fishing, and he finds this weird thing on the
You sure he's Asian?
Yeah.
Because this episode started off in Texas, so it could be Mexican.
He's not Mexican, he's Asian. He's an Asian guy that lives in Texas.
What?
He's just an Asian guy that lives in Texas, and he finds this creature on the beach that looks like a mermaid. So he takes it home in his truck and puts it on ice in his bathtub.
Which technically in the details it said it was a mermaid. So, you know what? Honestly, since I've got that Audible account, I'm looking forward to reading it more.
You only have to use your credits and then cancel it. And wait again until you get another. Well, I just wait until I'm allowed to get another free trial of it and get it.
Well,
I've gotten like 6 different books.
I literally had 12 credits. And I was just like,
you must have been paying for it and not redeeming your credits.
Yeah, I obviously
because I got both. I got 2 Kevin Smith books, and I got the Mariah Carey book.
I
just used the book and Behind the Paint and one other one.
Which I've actually got Tom Morello's book.
Who's Tom Morello? Oh yeah, I know who he is.
I was gonna say, but that being said. Episode 7, I actually feel like
this is episode 6.
Episode 6. Duh.
I think there's only 8 episodes, so we only need to do one more season of this.
Which I think we're actually going to do that a little early. I think we're going to do that probably early next week because
we're going to do it Sunday, Monday, or Friday of next week.
So that being said,
whatever day we can get together and do it. But anyways, what we're gonna do? Then his friend comes over, and his friend happens to peek in the bathroom and see that mermaid in the bathroom. It says that he has a mermaid in there. So he leaves. He leaves and doesn't do anything about it. And he starts feeding the mermaid because she comes to life and starts. So he starts feeding that mermaid fish, and then he
yes. Wait, I've got to say that was a weird episode, especially with all of the kinky stuff that was happening.
Next thing you know, he's getting it. And then next thing you know, after he's fed the mermaid for a couple of different times,
you got to go into detail.
He gets a knock on the door, and it's the mermaid saying, "You found me on the beach. Ever since I've been something, you found me on the beach."
You also got to go into detail that the guy that found the mermaid basically cured him of his disease, whatever it was. All right, Mark Taylor, you have a good one.
So he's
all in all, basically this mermaid actually redeems him.
So the mermaid, so he lets the mermaid in his house, and they start having romantic escapades.
Oh, definitely. Like,
dance. They're like slow
but that was
dancing with each other, and
that was
then they
actually
start having
after.
sex with each other.
I was just like, man, like what
Then he
the
builds this great big like fish tank, like ginormous fish tank for her in his living room, and she starts living in it. Then then a bunch of people come to his house from the town because the one guy that's seen the mermaid in his house rats him out.
Oh, of course he does.
He rats him out, and then he tells him that they have no way, they have no right to take the mermaid, that's his.
Give me my mermaid.
Oh yeah, he had a lawsuit. He basically won a lawsuit from he said that mermaid was going to help him get $20,000 to $30,000 worth of fish from when they went fishing. And then he was like, then people came by and they were like wanting to take the mermaid from him.
Oh, definitely.
And he's like that's my mermaid. You can't have her.
Yeah, you can't have her.
And she's like all in there in that fish tank, or she's like trying to hide. What do you got on your shirt?
Huh?
What do you got on your shirt?
Oh shit! Must have forgot. Must have actually had some leftover pizza.
Oh, gross. Anyways, so then it shows him fighting with them, and the next thing you know, the show's over.
Yeah. Which I gotta
It
say,
ends with him talking to them, arguing with them about who the mermaid belongs to.
I would have just been like, you know what? You can't take her away from me. I'm gonna fight you over this shit.
Yeah, the mermaid's like using a siren song on him, basically.
I gotta say, I'm like, dude, that was a weird episode.
That was a weird episode. Definitely a weird episode.
The next episode, when we do it next week, takes place in Michigan.
The next episode, I'm gonna look it up so we can get it. I'm getting the exact.
Takes place in Michigan, which I don't remember where.
Iron River.
Oh, that's northern Michigan, I think.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Our next episode will be the last episode because it's it's Iron River, Michigan, and then New Jersey is the last 2 episodes. There's only 8 episodes of Monsterland, so it won't take you very long to watch it. And they're about how long are the episodes? The episodes
they're usually under an hour.
The episodes are usually.
They're at least less than an hour, if not just a little bit more.
The episodes are
like episode
47 minutes. They're like 40. They're around 47 minutes an episode. If you really want to watch it, so it won't really take you that long. I like it, but the only thing is it frustrates me because I want to know more about this. What happens after? That's the only thing that looks a little frustrating to me about the episodes. Well, but the whole entirety of the show is great.
Which I gotta say, I'm gonna go on a full review of this show as soon as I get done listening to the audiobook. So, be prepared for that. Just to give you my opinion of it, which
yes,
we already did Lock and Key.
If you want to do the Audible, here's how you get your free trial. You go on your Amazon, you look up Audible, and you get your free trial. Then you log in with your Amazon account to Audible itself, redeem your 2 credits, and then if you don't want it anymore, cancel it, and keep waiting until you're offered another free trial, and then you can do it again.
Ooh.
I've done it 3 different times, so I know you can do it more than once. Just wait a long time. Just wait at least 6-7 months in between.
Lock and Key actually is actually an Audible original.
So it's really good. The Audibles I have, I will tell you what I got for Audible books. just as an example of some stuff you can get, because I've got more than he's got for Audible. He hasn't redeemed all of his credits. You should. You should get the ICP book too.
I can't even find that on here anymore.
Want me to send it to you?
Sure.
Okay, let me tell you. Now Audible has podcasts, but my library has titles. I have Arabian Nights, which was free through Amazon because I'm a Prime member. I have the I Justine book. I have I Hate My Selfie by Shane Dawson. The Meaning of Mariah Carey. A couple free ones that I got through Amazon Classics is Little Women, Peter and Wendy, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Through the Looking Glass, and then with my credits, I got Kevin Smith's Silent but Deadly, Kevin Smith's Tough Shit, and ICP's Behind the Paint.
Right now, I have actually got Lock and Key. I've got North American Lake Monsters, which is basically this show that we just talked about. Tom Morello.
I think they took
Netta Lane. Speaking Truth, Power, and something or another. Then I got Kevin Smith, Silent but Deadly, and Tough Shit. And I've also got Kayfabe Stories. You're not.
They took off, since I got my books, they took off ICP's Behind the Paint.
I've also got a book on Dusty Roads, which obviously I've got to have a book about Dusty Roads.
You might as well
I've
use all
got
your
Positively
credit.
Unstoppable with Diamond Dallas Page. Under the Black Hat with Jim from good old JR Jim Ross, and I've got the Scarlet Gospels from Clive Barker.
I really want the Heroine Diaries.
Ooh, that's a good idea. Thanks for reminding me about that.
If you've got credits, get it. $15.87 if you buy it, or 1 credit. I don't have a credit, so I'm not going to buy it.
I'm down to 4 credits now.
Did you get the Heroine Diaries?
Yep, I did get the Heroine Diaries. Because obviously being a bass player, Nikki Sixx is like one of my favorite.
I love Nikki Sixx. And I love
So,
I want to go on, see if I can get a trial of it.
let's see, homie. I don't even mind paying for it. I'm just like, dude, now that I know I have it, I'm like, I'm gonna start getting more books every so often.
Well, I would listen to your books before you. I would just pay for it the month that you want to get a new book. You don't need it every month. It takes a while to listen to a book, but I wanted to see how I could get it, see if it was cheaper to order the month of it than to get the book, because I don't want to pay $50 for the book if I can get a month of Audible for cheaper. I don't know, but I'm going to look that up so I can tell you guys how you get subscribe to Audible. I don't know how you get.
Ooh, there's a lot of Clive Barker stuff on here.
I don't know how to do this. I'm trying to figure it out. I'll figure it out and see if at 1 month it's cheaper than
But that being said, guys, I think we're gonna get off here.
we want you guys to make sure you subscribe so you don't miss
our 500 sub giveaway when we actually do hit 500 subs. So keep that in mind, guys. And also check out Batgirljamie's podcast on Spotify.
November 12th, and I don't think I have any more credits.
So that being said, Batgirl, you got anything else you'd like to plug?
No, but I'm going to be doing a new my Audible will end on November 12th.
Oh, and by the way, I just got done talking to David Gunn, aka Yavid Gunn from King 810. Possibly he most likely might actually do an episode of our other show.
The Music Box?
Yep. So
that would be awesome.
I'm trying to line up people for that, especially guys people that we've actually had on, especially our friends. So
we're thinking we might have as soon as he's done being out of town and being busy, we might have Rev J Cool back on.
Yeah, definitely.
I've talked to him and he's talked to him about it.
And I've also talked to our friend Michelle from the band Brights.
Yeah,
we could possibly have them brought back on. Which
I'm kind of waiting for them to put out new music so they can plug it here.
Actually, they've been doing all kinds of different music videos and songs. So keep that in mind, guys.
I think we might ask them to be back on. But don't forget to hit that subscribe button, become a member of the Dead Fan, and hit that bell so you get notified every time. And comment below if there's something you want to see us do, or if you're a band that wants to be interviewed by us, or if you have any questions about things we've talked about, let us know, and hit the thumbs up if you like this type of video. We will see you in our next live stream next week.
Yes. Yep.
Have a wonderful week. And if you missed our Twitch and would like to watch the replays, they're up on a playlist called Old Twitch. So, that being said, we will see you guys in our next live stream. We love you all. And thanks for subscribing. And thanks for being here. And if you're a returning member, we really appreciate it.
I also got one other thing that I want to plug, because I am going to be doing Twitch on my regular channel, the Joshua Danger Experience channel. And one of the games that I actually I just bought, I actually want people to play with. So if you want to play Among Us with me, hit me up on Facebook or on here. I will most likely send you the code if you guys want to jump in the game with me. So keep that in mind and have a great day, everybody.
We will see you on our next live stream next week. Peace out. And thanks for watching. Make good choices. Stay safe and stay positive. Good night, y'all.